see somebody that you know in the dream. Number one, it could be the person himself. Number two, it could be his spirit. Number three, it could be a familiar spirit.
Through deception, familiar spirits have destroyed businesses, marriages, families, and even churches.
You cannot tell that which is false by using your eyes.
By using scriptures, visions, and personal experience, Kakrabading puts in your hands keys that will help you understand, identify, and defeat familiar spirits. You can order this book through the following means. Place your order on Facebook by posting "Order Revealed" and "Masking Familiar Spirits" at the comment section or message window. We also deliver worldwide.
This message is brought to you by the friends and partners of Kakrabading. Welcome to Air Power with Kakrabading, teaching the nations with signs and wonders. Kakra is the senior pastor of the Morning Star Cathedral, Lighthouse Chapel International, Accra, Ghana. Now, today's message.
Welcome. Kakra began a teaching on the subject Biazo. Today he continues with some of the lessons to be learned and speaks about the superiority of spiritual things. Let's join in.
Number three, spiritual things are higher than natural things. Jesus said, amongst them that are born of women, there has not arisen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is born in the kingdom of heaven is greater. Here Jesus is comparing two types of births: natural birth and spiritual birth. One of the definitions of the word birth is also the word initiative, because birth starts a process. Jesus said spiritual birth is higher than natural birth. In other words, maybe naturally the circumstances of your life, the family you came from, the kind of environment, the kind of people was not good. So it has had an impact on you. That thing should not be the reason why you cannot rise above your background. Why? Because you are born again, and spiritual birth is greater. What it can do for you is greater than what natural birth can do for you. So a man who is born of the Spirit, look, he can even rise up above his natural circumstances. In John 3:1, Jesus said, there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus. The same came to Jesus by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from God. No man can do these things except God be with him. Verse 3, Jesus said, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. Nicodemus said unto him, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter a second time into his mother's womb and be born? So here you see natural birth. You see spiritual birth. When Jesus said born again, immediately his mind went to natural birth. Then Jesus said in verse 5, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. In other words, there are two types of birth: natural birth and spiritual birth. Everything that we do is either birthed spiritually or is birthed naturally. But when it is born of the flesh, immediately that thing is weak. Why? Peter said, all flesh is as grass. In other words, anything that is born of the flesh, it behaves like grass. And there's one quality of grass, it's very weak. As soon as you step on it, it changes. So in other words, things that are born of the flesh, any external influence can change it, influence it. It says, all the glory of man is as the flower of the grass. In other words, things that are born of the flesh, they can look so glorious, so beautiful, like a flower. But you see, even that beauty is transient. It will last for a very short while. It goes away. But when it is born of the Spirit, it says, but the word of our God endures forever. When God starts things, initiates things that are born of the Spirit, they stand the test of time. They will withstand enemies. They will withstand attacks, demons. It will be standing there. Your business, let it be born of the Spirit. It will stand.
Thanks for joining us. Today we learned that things born out of the Spirit are higher and long-lasting than things born out of the natural. Join us same time tomorrow for the continuation of this message. Before we go, here's a praise report to boost your faith in the Lord. Blessed with twins. Dear Kakra, I wrote to you requesting prayer for the fruit of the womb. You replied that you had prayed for me and recommended some of your materials for me. I write to inform you that by the grace of God, I am now 2 months pregnant with twins. Our God is indeed awesome.
Thanks for your time. You can contact us, seek counseling, ask for prayer, order today's full-length message, or order books through the following means. Call us or message us on WhatsApp to +233 55 700 9010. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. You can also make a regular call or send a text to +233 20 7575 215. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 1600 hours GMT. Finally, write to us, share your testimony and how this broadcast has been a blessing to you.